No, so you're saying about the compartmentalization. So yeah, so people need to actually be alive in
Yep.
order to for life to go on. So maybe they can. I'm
They
like
don't.
thinking to myself, why can't they just take 2.5 minutes out of their damn life or their day to just get muster the bandwidth to just look at something
No.
and
So you know
like,
what it is? Okay.
yeah,
Can I tell you what it is?
yeah,
People live. Uh, when I remember, I said it was a pagan mindset.
yeah,
Here's what I mean. It's the what I meant to say was it's the virgin. It's the sacrificing the virgin to the dragon. You know, like every village has like a dragon that they have to sacrifice a virgin to, right? Like some god, some dragon, and the village is hoping it's only going to be one girl, you know, and it's not going to be everybody's daughter, right? So if you satisfy the dragon one time a year or one time every 10 years, depending on what village you're living in, right? Then maybe they'll just leave you alone, right? But what if the dragon starts coming every day, right? He starts coming twice a week.
yeah.
Okay. So at what point do you start to fight back?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, people who live Israel has like a different situation going there. That's a special case. But people living outside of Israel, in let's talk about people in the United States. Um, Anybody who has any sense has to move away from the non-American territories that are in the United States, the blue territories.
Yeah.
And what I mean is like this. Look, just let's spell it out. They're gonna the other side or whatever you want to call them. They're gonna push and push and push. They're always testing the waters. They're always seeing how far they can push you, how far they can push you, how far they can bully you. What are they gonna get away with? It all depends. They're always measuring it against the reaction of the public. Okay, so they're gonna get to the point where, as usual, they're insatiable. You understand? They get excited,
Yeah.
and they're gonna go for broke at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the people who live in New York and New Jersey and LA and Chicago and all these shitholes, okay, you guys are meat
Yeah.
because you decided to live in a place where you literally are not allowed to protect yourself. You are literally not allowed to take responsibility for your own life and your own protection.
Also,
Okay?
to some extent, Jersey. I mean, granted, he's going to do mandates, but in Jersey, at least you can have a weapon in your house.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can. You can.
So that's what's going to happen. Okay. They're gonna go knocking on those doors. Remember that video of Cuomo? Go knocking on those doors, getting people into those vans, driving them to get the shot. You understand? He's like motivating groups of volunteers to go and start, caring about people. Now, do something for your
Yeah,
neighbors.
sure, sure. It's
Okay?
like the what's her name, the governor and the new one, Hochul. She said, "I need
Yeah.
you to be my apostles. You know what Jesus would say? Blah 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 blah." And she's wearing, the necklace,
Sick.
vaccinated. I mean, it's just like
So
I feel like I'm watching, the Heaven's Gate cult.
yeah. So
That's what I feel like I'm watching.
I mean, I mean, there's a lot of overlap, but the point is that you got to do what you got to do. Okay, you got to realize what's going on. You got to realize what they're fixing to do, what they're working towards, and the more you're quiet, the more you comply, the more emboldened they get, the more confident they get, the more they're going to ask of you. Okay, it never stops, and people just at some point, I guess, I don't know. I mean, I guess everybody has their
The
their
breaking.
true limit, but how much has to be taken from you before you realize that?
Yeah.
Why not realize it a little bit early? Why not
Yeah.
just learn a little bit from history? Look at the patterns.
No one does. No one
And it's
looks.
easy. And the thing is, it's like this. Like Batal Bashishin you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
You're right. This one is easier than ever.
Like this one is like this. This is child's play right now.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
anybody
child's
who,
play at the
yeah,
end of the day.
because before you actually had Nazis, right? Now
Yeah.
you have deranged LARPing leftists who say, what was their slogan? Go punch a Nazi, right?
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
you have women, these
Uh-huh.
women
Yeah.
with blue hair,
Yeah.
okay, and or some shades of pink, right, who are being told that they're born Jedi's, right? They never had to go through. They never had to go to Dagobah. They never had to go jump around in swamps. They
Yeah.
never had to train with Master Yoda. They were just
Yeah.
automatically born, empowered, mighty women, and they
Yeah.
can go punch Nazis, right? And
Yeah.
and as YouTube is full of videos, right,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
women discovering, no, you will get punched. You will not be punching anyone. Okay.
Can I tell you something? There was a guy, speaking of the blue hair, there was some guy on Twitter, I forget his name. Konstantin Kisin. You know this guy in UK? He was a comedian, Russian Jewish guy in UK. Here, I'll tell you what he wrote. I think it was him. Here. He wrote basically like this. You know who I feel sorry for? People with blue hair who aren't mental.
Yeah.
They have to get pulled in with these psychos, you know?
Blue hair used to be the sole territory of nice old ladies at salons.
Yes.
Okay, with the poofy hair. Now it's, oh god. Anyway, but the point is that the point is that the supposed people who they're deranged, right? Which it's sad and it's bad. But if those are the guys who apparently are going to be the shock troops, right? Then
Yeah, it's like you guys are lame. You guys are kind of freaking lame there.
remember. I don't know if you ever saw this. There's a movie, Scary Movie. It was like a parody on all the different horror movies, right?
Yeah.
And there's a few of them. I think I'm thinking about the first one, where the two girls, the black girl and the white girl, they're like running away, and then they realize it's a skeleton, right? Like they're like, skeleton, and then the black girl's like, Cindy, that's a skeleton, right? And she pulls the head off the skeleton.
Yeah.
They start rearranging the skeleton,
Yeah.
and then they kind of feel bad for the skeleton after they finish. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I don't think it's going to be jackbooted SWAT teams that are going to be coming after people. It's going to be, deranged,
Yeah.
transgender.
Well, they do have on occasion. You saw last summer. They'll just pay the Antifa kids who are basically hopped up on I don't know what it is, MK Ultra or whatever the hell they're hopped up on, like zombified, and they just go, and then they put out bricks on the street, like piles of bricks that are apparently funded by Soros. These like random there's like a random pile of bricks on the street. You saw that, right? And they just grab them and throw them. Nice.
Yeah.
That's like the kind of the worst as we get. Well, now they realize, well, we have to deprogram or reprogram all of the soldiers into wokeness. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, no, I mean, it didn't, I think that they probably anticipated that Black Lives Matter wasn't going to go along with
eventually, because blacks are not going to take this stuff.
That's not really true, but not in this particular case, because just like every other leftist middleman, at some point they realized that they were idiots.
Oh yeah.
No, they actually never realized that. They realized
it's going to hit them in the head. They're going to be purged.
Of course, they were double crossed. Right?
Yeah, just like Trotsky.
Useful idiots.
Yeah.
And that's that. I mean, everybody saw that coming except for them.
Yeah. Just like Trotsky, you had he went to Mexico, and that was the end of that. And then Stalin sent his guys.
Trotsky wasn't such a beaut himself.
He wasn't, but Stalin was the dude that ended up just liquidating everybody. I love that term in Russian, liquidировать. Like turn somebody into just
liquid.
Nothing. Yeah, just liquid. It's nothing. Crazy.
When you cheapen life, then you suffer the consequences. Everybody falls into that category. Everybody thinks that they're gonna get in with the in crowd, with the ones in charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you wanna become part of the people who are going to be running things, and but you're not. You're not. You're just going to become a pawn You're going to become a tool, okay? And you're going to have no home because you're going to betray the people who you were with, who, you know, from where you came from, right? And then you're going to realize that the in crowd that you're trying to get in with just used you as a pawn. Now you got no place to go. You got no one. You got no place to crash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like leftist Jews actually. That's what I'm describing right now is leftist Jews who they, you know, they're the first ones to go. Understand? They're,
Yeah.
they're doing what they believe in. You know,
A lot